Good morning and welcome to another episode of Deb's Artsy Life. It's Saturday, July the 8th, and I am um, really disappointed because I made a video on July 5th and I included a sketchbook tour and a tour of my kitchen. I introduced you to my pet dog, Tucker, and none of those videos would upload. I tried to combine it into all one video and it would not upload to YouTube. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Um, I'm really new at this, but what I'm going to do is just put, I'm just going to save the um, two videos that I tried to put together, the sketchbook tour and the kitchen tour. I'm just going to upload them separately and see if that will work. Um, so I'm going to try that today and hopefully it will work. I'm really struggling with this YouTube video thing. So if anybody has any help as far as cameras or software that's useful, please let me know in the comments. I haven't done a lot of crochet this week. I'm not sure why. Work's been really busy, but I've gotten a little further on my stockinette stitch in knitting. And you know the Bible verse that says, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. I was talking about how I had mastered this stitch on my last video, but I've made quite a few mistakes on this. There's like places where I've messed up and there's holes in it. But I'm going to keep going and make it a little bit longer and practice. And then what I want to do is take that beautiful yarn that I bought at Joann's, the Colorama Halo, and I want to start over and make another one. And that way, you know, eventually I'll get better at it. But I decided to just keep going and ignore all my holes. The backside looks even worse. Look at that. But anyway, never say you've mastered anything until you've really mastered it. Okay, well, thanks guys for watching, and if you will tune in, I'm going to try to upload the two videos of the sketchbook tour and the kitchen tour. And I want to say too, I've been involved in I'm in a class with Joanne Sharp. It is her year-long Artfully Inspired Life 2023. And I just highly, highly recommend Joanne Sharp. She is such an inspiring teacher. And I love her whimsical, expressive style. And so that's what I've been working on this morning. I'll show you one of my pieces. And that's totally inspired by her. She gave us a little lesson on doing these butterflies and dragonflies and flowers and ladybugs. I mean, how much fun is that? So check her out. I'll leave a link in the description. And again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any advice on how to do a better video, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. See you later. Okay, what I'm going to attempt to do is show you, flip through some of my sketchbooks just to show you some things and the way I work and that type thing. And I hope this turns out okay. But this is a little 6x6 Aqua Bee Super Deluxe Mixed Media Sketchbook. I love these because they're square, but then you have this nice landscape layout. I have a hole punch that will punch these holes. It was from Memory Keepers, I think, or something like that. Scrapbooking company. And so I can add sheets in there. I'm going to flip through this one, and it's old. It's from 2015. So, but I just wanted to show you. This was, let me make sure it's showing up. Okay. A bagel. That was back when I could have bagels. Now I am gluten and dairy free and have been since 2016. So these are just some little sketches I did in the coffee shop. Here's some peppers that I did from a photo I took on Kindle. I'm just going to flip. You can just kind of see. I do a lot of journaling and just playing, lettering. These are sketches from the car, or, well, I think actually they're from memory. This is a scene that I used to pass when I was working about 45 minutes from home, and I went through a beautiful rural area. This is that same scene. I love to paint it. I'm just flipping through. This page is mostly lettering and colored pencil. I love this verse. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have a goodly heritage. Psalm 16, 5-6. And Ruth Bell Graham, I love the pain of words. I think I just heard this. Maybe I used to do this a lot at work during breaks, like, whereas most people doodle on, pieces of scrap paper, I doodle in my sketchbook. This was at lunch one day. I think this is funny. Sometimes there just isn't enough coffee. This was trying out a Pitt big brush pen that I bought at Cheap Joe's. This was a sketch I did in Boone. More of blowing rock. That's really crazy. And I feel this over, a couple years probably. I love that quote. Jesus repurposes bad decisions and squalid choices. Max Lucado in his book called Grace. This is acrylic paint. I don't use acrylic paint anymore. I just don't like it. But it's good to cover up pages you don't like. Here's kind of a whimsical watercolor blooms page. I love all the layers. Here I love all the colors. This is Tombow markers. Here I've done the whole spread. Just doodles. Some unfinished. Here I said what I want to do this weekend, paint with acrylics. Oh, I do not like painting with acrylics. I discovered that and I got rid of all my acrylic paint and I'm so happy about that decision. Watercolor is my thing. Mixed media, but here's acrylic. This is an acrylic background and I did colored pencils over it. I really love that. This was April 13th, 2019, so more recent. March of 2019. Okay, I'm getting to the end where they're just kind of crazy. This is Neocolor crayons, Neocolor 2s. And I did that, and then I would close the book, and so it's just kind of fun. I may do a quote in there sometime, or a drawing. Okay, so there's that. And then here's another one, and I'll do this really quickly. Let me make sure it's still in the frame. Okay. So, just playing. This is a more recent one. I think. 2016. So it's another one where I just add to it through the years. I love this quote. You are not required to save the world, or anyone for that matter, with your art. It isn't valuable only if it rescues or raises money or makes an enormous impact. It can be simply for the love of it. That is not frivolous or selfish in the slightest. If the only person it saves is you, that's enough. And that's a quote by Jen Hatmaker. And I have to think about that sometimes and revisit it, because it's okay. It's okay to just make art just because you love it. And it doesn't have to be, it can just be something like this. Just throwing watercolor on paper. This one's kind of nutty. Oh, I love this. And this is my favorite quote. One of my favorites. What you're passionate about was created in you to make a splash in this life that no one else can make. Make it. Make it now. I left out make it now. But anyway, here is a ginkgo leaf from a tree at the college campus where I used to work. I'm glad I saved that. I put that in the sketchbook with matte medium, and then I drew it. Really neat. This is just some swatches of Neocolor 2s. No, it is Derwent Aquatone pencils that I've had for many, many years. I'm glad I wrote that down. This was in 2017. I edited this not long ago. This is cut from a security envelope that I got at work in the mail, like with an invoice in it or something. And I like to cut and use this paper in my artwork. It's my way of recycling. See, I've done that here too. This is a tea bag, this center piece I've glued on. And this is more of the mail envelopes. On the inside, they'll have these really cool patterns. So I save them and cut them up. I have a whole envelope full. I do crazy stuff. Here's just some verses. I really like the colors there. Here's just some, I did this at work, just doodling. I've got markers and colored pencils on my desk, and sometimes I take my watercolors. And things are maybe slow, or I'm on the telephone, I sit and doodle. This is an example of a piece of watercolor I punched with that little hole punch I was telling you about and stuck in here. And I like to just paint sometimes, just patterns. Here's, oh, these are stamps I got from a lady online. Here's just another one of those pieces I stuck in there. This is a church in West Jefferson. A really rough sketch. I love to play. Those are my favorite colors together. So all this is just playing with color. I thought I might put a quote on that eventually. Maybe white paper. But I haven't done it yet. That is that was my, it was the mountains going to Boone, but I thought I would try out the indigo and the Payne's gray that everybody, some of my classes, people were using that, artists were using that, but I'm not a fan, not like that. So anyway, here's another one of those pieces of envelope paper. These are Tombows. Ooh, look at those colors. Huh? I haven't finished that yet. I'll color in all these eventually. I just can go back in here and work and doodle some more. And that's the end. So that's enough of my sketchbooks for today, but I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to flip you around. Good morning. This morning I want to show you my kitchen. Now it's not spotless, but I want you to see the lights. They're cobalt blue. I don't know if you can see. But this is the backsplash I designed, kind of around the granny square theme. And I love bright colors. Walking into this kitchen just makes me happy. I love the valances. They were handmade by, I think it's Brown Eyed Girl on Etsy. My sister-in-law made these beautiful stained glass windows. The lighting's not totally great in here right now because it's kind of cloudy. More of the valances. But I had said I would give you a tour, so I wanted to do that. I'm backing up now toward the door so that you can see the rug, which probably needs to be cleaned, but we won't do that today on July 4th. So I hope you didn't get too seasick, but this is my kitchen, and it's part of Deb's Artsy Life. It's an artsy, bright, colorful kitchen, and I'm so thankful for it. Thanks for watching.